I am making one of my favorite dishes, and the recipe is from my mum. I used to love it when I was little, and whenever I was going back home and she would ask me, oh, what should I prepare for you when you're back? And I would say chili chicken, because it is amazing. And the best bit is I have put the recipe in my new book, Chaat Chutney. It is really popular as a street food. I'm going to start by marinating the chicken, and for that I need 50 grams of plain flour, 10 grams of corn flour, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of chili paste or chili sauce, 1 teaspoon of dark soya sauce, 2 garlic cloves grated with a 2 centimeter piece of ginger as well. Both of it grated goes in as well. 2 large eggs, and I'm very lightly whisking it as well. So our marinade is mixed, and I have got 500 grams of chicken breast, which I have just sliced into thin long strips, and all of the chicken goes in. And using a spoon or your hands, just make sure that all the chicken is covered in this amazing marinade, because that is what is going to give you all the flavor. Once that is done, we'll cover it with cling film and leave it in the fridge for half an hour minimum, but overnight would be amazing. After an hour of marination, I'm going to cook this chicken, and I have got some piping hot oil in a pan. Just taking pieces and going to fry them until golden and cooked. So basically, I'm trying to shallow fry the chicken, but if you don't want to do that, you can just literally pan fry it in very little oil. So once the chicken is done, we have a lot more oil than we need, because we kind of shallow fried it, but we don't want to do that with the onions. So what I would suggest is take out most of the oil, because we only need a tiny bit to fry the onions. Once you have just the amount of oil you need, I have got 4 garlic cloves grated and 2 centimeter piece of ginger grated, which will go straight in and just fry it. For this dish, I like to use red onions. You can use whatever you have, and I've got 5 red onions. You might think it's a lot, but onions is what makes the dish. It just goes so well with the sauces and the chicken, trust me. And we'll cook this for 5 to 10 minutes until the onions have softened and very slightly golden. To the onions, I'm going to add some 1 red and 1 green chili. You can choose how much chili you want to add. That's totally up to you. Now I'm going to finish off the base for this. So I'm adding 1 tablespoon of chili sauce, 1 tablespoon of dark soya sauce, and 1 teaspoon of rice wine vinegar. Mix it well. We have got 1 green pepper thinly sliced. We'll just throw in that. We don't need to cook it much, because we want the crunch in the pepper. And once this is all mixed really well, cooked for a couple of minutes, we're going to throw in our fried chicken. You cannot escape the smell of this. It's just amazing. And that is ready to be plated up. Have it with some fried rice or some plain rice. Sometimes I just have a bowl full of this on its own. The chicken is so moist, and all those onions are the things that's going to give it an amazing flavor. Oh, so good. I'm going to sit down and enjoy this in some peace and quiet. Don't forget, the recipe is from my book Chaat Chutney, which is available most places in US and UK especially. If you make something from the book, don't forget to share, and please don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends. I'm going to enjoy this. This is so good.